Alright guys, welcome back to this FIFA 18 career mode with Liverpool. As you remember last time out, we had a fairly disappointing day at the office, all things considered. We lost in the semi-final of the pre-season friendly tournament, losing on penalties, and then we drew our opening game of the season against Watford, finishing 2-2 after we conceded late on. Today we're going to pick things up where we pretty much left off last time. As I said, I was thinking about waiting to see what happens with Milner and if he leaves for West Ham, going for Goretzka. So we just need to see what happens there and then see if we're going to do any more business. Now, I did try offering Danny Ings and they came back saying that they're looking for a midfielder. Obviously I have Henderson listed on the transfer list. He's worth 15.5 million. Tempted to offer Henderson and see how much cash on top that they'd want. This could be a mistake because they might want a stupid amount of money, but we shall give it a go and see how that comes back. So they will be willing to accept Henderson and they want 22.25 million in exchange. If I can get that fee down a little bit, I will be happy to pay that because that could mean that I've got a bit more money to spend elsewhere. Right, I am offering them 17.5 plus Henderson. Hopefully this will be enough to seal the deal. 19.9. Almost tempted. We're getting a bit closer. Let's see if I can just get it down to a flat 19, and if they will accept 19, then I will be very happy with that business. And there we go. Where everybody's in agreement, we're all happy. 19 million plus Jordan Henderson, and that will allow us to negotiate with Goretzka. Okay, so his demands were he wants crucial squad role, which I'm happy with because he probably will be a starter most weeks. A 5-year long contract, doesn't want a release clause. He's on 40 grand at the minute at Schalke, and he only wants 61 grand. He wants a signing bonus of 810 grand and a 310 grand appearance bonus after 5 appearances. Already said, don't like paying the appearance bonuses, goal bonuses, etc. But I am willing to offer him a bit more cash. 67 a week and 900 grand to sign on, which should hopefully cancel out the bonus that he wanted adding. Let's see what he says. There we go. Leon Goretzka is now a Liverpool player. Alright, second game of the season time. We are going to be playing at home this time against Crystal Palace. We've got the lineup slightly rotated on last time. Back 5, still the same. Dragowski still in net. Goretzka walks into the starting lineup. Kluivert's coming for Mane on the left, and Correa is in for Firmino up front. There he is. There's the new signing warming up. Okay, we need a better performance this time than we had last time because chucking away a 2-1 lead in the last few minutes against Watford was just not ideal. Ball to Matip, to Chan. Oh, Sarko getting the block in there, obviously playing against his old club. Kluivert, Goretzka, and what did I just say? Goretzka's going to be a major signing for us this season. He pops up with a goal on his debut, celebrating with his home fans. Just pops up at just the right point. And there were no way the keeper was saving that. Cut straight across front of the keeper and buried it in the corner. He did not stand a chance. Okay, 1-0 after 5 minutes. Hopefully this is a good sign that things have improved from last time. Matip with the header. Salah picking up the ball, passes it to Goretzka. Goretzka to Klein. Klein to Salah, who makes a run inside. If we can pass this off to Correa, blocked by Sarko again. Roy Hodgson there. Keep forgetting that he's the Palace manager. Goretzka loses out, unlucky lad. Salah chasing it again. Matip with a header to Goretzka, the goal scorer. Kluivert to Chan. Goretzka to Correa. Turns. Oh, off the post. Kluivert. If we can put Correa through here. He is through on goal. Just don't stuff it up. 2-0. Correa. First goal in the league, proven to be a cracking signing already from Atletico. Took Firmino's place from the last time out and obviously gets a goal on his home debut at Anfield. Okay, kicking off again at 2-0. Hopefully I'm not going to chuck it away this time. Johnny Evans with a great clearance again. Terrible pass though, which seems to be another constant for me. Oh, Benteke nearly coming back to haunt Liverpool. Okay, ball upfield. Correa to Cliver, let him run with it again. Salah, Correa, through ball. Cliver, and it's 3. We've got to have finished Crystal Palace now. It's got to have happened. Surely they can't come back from 3-0 down. Ball just breaks for Correa. Nice cut back. As soon as I got in that position, I knew that that weren't going anywhere but back at net. Dreadful tackle. And Cliver, is he going to get booked? Yep, Cliver gets booked right after scoring. Just another, again, proof I cannot defend. I cannot defend to save my life in FIFA. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm wondering if now we've got a very healthy 3-0 lead, whether Crystal Palace are going to throw caution to the wind and try and attack more, and that gives us a few more options, like dropping in behind the defence. Correa getting muscled off the ball. Great interception by Matip. Salah, Cliver, Correa, Salah and Sacco coming back again. Cliver, Correa. Oh, how did I do that? That were almost a rugby try, not a try, a rugby kick. 10 points to St Helens. Chan, Goretzka, Cliver, losing out. Oh, half time. Did not see that we were in stoppage time. Alright, so we are starting the second half, and as a precaution I have taken Cliver off and Mane comes on in his place just because of that yellow card. Mane's first action of the half. Horrible through ball from Salah to Correa then. If I'd have timed that a little bit better, it'd have been away. Oh, what was that? Thank you, Van Dijk. You just saved my blushes there. That were a dreadful pass. Crystal Palace on the attack. Oh, no, what was that? That were a massive cock-up. Thankfully, Matip covers for me. Tierney's broken down this left. If we can get a cross in here. Oh, blocked by Scott Dan. It goes out for a corner. Okay, right-footed in-swinging corner. In by Mane. Met by the head of someone. Cross in. Matip headed away. Well done, Matip. Still dangerous though. Palace has still got the ball, and this is a bit of a shaky period. Oh, Van Dijk left Benteke virtually unmarked. Back with Palace. Okay, this time Van Dijk doesn't let him get away with the ball, but they nearly broke in with Zaha. Oh, honestly not who I were aiming for with the pass, but Goretzka nearly had a great goal from outside the box then. Palace being dangerous. Zaha on the ball. Oh, and they've squeaked one in. It's Zaha. Snuck it in the right-hand side of the goal. Just crept it into the corner. We've got to stay strong now. Because I've conceded one, and that's usually when I get sloppy. Hopefully that's just a consolation goal for him. That was a fantastic shot. Sneaking it just inside the post. Did it even come off the post? And Woy's happy. Woy's an happy chappy. Okay, 3-1. Kick off again. I want to apologise for my voice, by the way. I've got a cold at the minute. So I probably sound quite horrible doing this commentary. Loose ball doesn't quite make it to Mane. Van Dijk up. That's alright. Okay, long kick upfield by Dragovski. Let's clear it as far away from our goal as possible. We have got 4 minutes of normal time left. Not enough time to concede several goals. Matip, solid clearance. Are we on a break? Oh, I thought we were going to break then. Oh, I've committed a foul. Palace have got a free kick and it's a yellow card. Johnny Evans going in the referee's book. Hopefully this is not going to be their second. Oh, what a save by Dragovski. Head it away. Head it out. Well done, Dragowski. Get it clear. Belt it upfield. Salah with a long clearance. Mane. Get it clear again. Chan with the clearance this time. Mane. Salah. And it's all over. Referee blows for full time. Liverpool finally have a win in the league. It's our first win of the season. Season proper, should I say. 3 points. That puts us 4 points on the board altogether after that draw last game. Hopefully we can improve as things go. Alright, in the comments from the last video, it was suggested that I have a look at Kasper Dolberg when I was talking about maybe thinking about signing a young striker. I have put him on the transfer hub and he's currently being scouted, so we might take a look at him before the transfer window closes. We'll see about that. Maya valued at 13 million. 27.5 grand he's on at the minute. Still don't know his overall. We'll leave the scouts to check him out, and then maybe towards the end of the window we'll have a look, see if we want to buy either of these two or anybody else that ends up on there. Right, we've had an offer for Lloris Karius. Obviously can't afford to let him go because he's one of only 2 keepers that I've got. So unfortunately, Stoke, unless you want to sell me your keeper in exchange, I'm afraid we are going to have to reject your offer. Got the final report back on Max Meyer. Take a look at that. Overall 78 rated, so not amazing, but I do know that he will have potential because he's a fantastic player. He's not the quickest. His sprint speed is actually terrible. He's 21. He is very agile though, so it's slightly tempting. He's got some good stats: balance, stamina, dribbling, ball control. I am tempted to see if we can bring him in fairly cheap. We are going to see if we can get Meyer at a decent price, because obviously we saved some money on Goretzka last time out with doing a player plus cash deal. So that money that we saved by not just buying Goretzka up front might be enough for us to bring Meyer in. So I'm going to go in with an offer of 11, and if the manager storms off insulted, then c'est la vie. They consider that a fair offer. 11 million, 2 million under his market value. Hopefully he'll not want too much in terms of wages and we can bring him in. Alright, so the big question was, would I be able to bring him in and not leave him pissed off when I weren't playing him every week? I offered him a potential squad role and he requested rotation. That's not too bad because obviously I'm going to have to rest players at some point in the season, so like Chan probably get rotated out a little bit. And there we go. He's eager to join the club. He wants to link up with his former teammate at Schalke, Leon Goretzka. Maximilian Meyer has arrived at Liverpool. Now, I know I said that I'd wait until later on in the window, but I'm going to see if I can get rid of Danny Ings as part of a deal for Dolberg. Not sure if they're going to be interested, but Ings is one of the remaining players that I have on the transfer list. He's valued at 10 million, so he's still a decent striker. If we can tempt Ajax... Now, they want a left winger, and I don't think I have anybody on the left wing. No, I have no left wingers that I'm prepared to get rid of. Let's offer a transfer fee and see what happens. I have no idea what he's worth because my scout report has not come back yet. I'll offer 10. I assume that he's going to storm out, being very cross with me. Oh, okay, so obviously he's not quite worth as much as I expected. They want a future fee, 10%, so if we try and remove that and go in with an offer of 12.5, that seems fairly reasonable. 13.3. Counter and offer them 13 and see if that is enough to tempt them to sell me a second of their quality young players. That seems enough. 13 million is enough to tempt Ajax into selling me Kasper Dolberg. Now I just need to see what contract he wants. Okay, unfortunately, Dolberg wanted a 29.4 million release clause in his contract negotiations, and they would not budge on that value so I had to offer it. I have, however, got him at fairly low wages with a fairly cheap offer of his bonus. So Kasper Dolberg has joined Liverpool. Okay, we have a cup game now. Carabao Cup round 2, Liverpool versus Aston Villa at Villa Park. I have slightly rotated the squad, playing some of the fringe players. Not all of them, but Dolberg is getting his debut again in this game after we signed him from Ajax. Maya, the same thing after picking him up from Schalke. Wijnaldum gets a rare start. We're going to play Chamberlain on the right to rest Salah. Itter comes in at left back to give Tierney a bit of a break. Evans is on the bench and Lovren takes his place. Now, obviously this is a cup game, so I'm not as concerned about ensuring we get a victory, especially it being the Carabao Cup. Cups aren't that important to me first season. I'd rather settle for a better league position, but I have stuck a fairly strong side out, and obviously Villa are a championship side, so hopefully some of the fringe players can perform well and we'll still get a result. Kluivert linking up with Dolberg straight away. Oh, Chamberlain, how did you miss that? No, he's offside. So, wouldn't have mattered anyway, because he was offside. Dolberg turns on... Oh, Wijnaldum. Oh, that was close. Max Meyer. Whip it into the middle, try and get it onto the head of Van Dijk. Virgil does reach it, but it's saved by Johnston. Oh, they've hit us on the break. They have hit us on the break, but Van Dijk is there to cover. Seems we've given away a free kick. Do not know why, but... Oh, how did we leave their players unmarked then? Terrible jump for the ball, and there's just nobody home. I got a feeling I might come to rue what I said about not being overly concerned about results of cup games, because Villa are giving us more of a game than Palace did last match. Dolberg, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ox making a run. No. Oh, blocked by John Terry. John Terry of all people. Oh, well done, Maya. That's how you endear yourself to the cop. Oh, ball cut out perfectly then. Notice the thought Kluivert we're going to make a break. Snodgrass with the free kick. Ball sent in. Ball not met by... Oh, Dragowski catches. Dolberg working some space. Test the keeper, but not quite enough. Oh, that could be a mistake. Fortunately, we escape again. This is just not my game. I've got a feeling I'm going to be really frustrated this entire game. That were a nice pass. Fortunately, Klein's there to intercept the next one. Dolberg to Chamberlain. Let's see if we can cut inside. Kluivert. Oh, ball bounces up. Oh, that was so close. Ox gets punched off the ball. Not punched, pushed off the ball again. We are really struggling in this game, and it is going to go in 0-0 at half-time. Second half, no changes just yet. I'm going to show a little bit more faith. See if we can finally get a breakthrough. Block by Maya, but the ball falls back to Villa straight again. Adoma. Oh, the ball's through. No. Clear it. That was squeaky bum time for a minute then. I think Dolberg might be coming off shortly. Klein picks it up on the wing. Cuts back. Oxlade up to Meyer. Meyer loses the ball. Okay. We have made some substitutions. Salah has come on for Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Firmino has come on for Dolberg. Dolberg making a fairly quiet debut, but then again, we haven't signed him to be a first-team player. Mostly signed him just to have a young striker that will hopefully eventually become first-team. Salah, Firmino, Kluivert. Back to Firmino, ball's cut out by Chester. Does the Carabao Cup go to replays, or will we have extra time? Salah to Klein. Klein's ball cut out by Taylor. That's just been the story of this entire match. Whenever I've tried a ball, it just gets cut out straight away. Villa really well organised at the back in this match, and us not great going forward. Can we steal it? Salah to Firmino. Ball's through. He's through on goal. Cut back. Pass it up. In. No! Salah, you should have done much better. If they score now, after that great punch by Dragovski. Keeper, well done. Klein gets the ball out. These last few minutes of the first half. Can we hit them on one more break? We are into the 89th minute and Salah's just lost out on the ball. I have one more substitution to make. I'm going to take Itter off and hope that Tierney's fresh legs can provide a little bit more pace. I hope this don't go to penalties. You all saw how terrible I am at penalties. Could really do without that. Tierney, cut inside. To Kluivert. He's going to run with it. Does one. Flicks it on. In! Firmino scores in extra time. 96 minutes. We have finally beaten the Aston Villa defence. We've finally got a goal. It's taken us all the way to extra time to put the ball in the net, but Firmino comes up, trumps in the end. Hopefully we can now hold on to this lead and we won't have to worry about penalties at all.
Liverpool goal.
Out to Kluivert, he's knackered. He is absolutely knackered and he's shooting because I pressed the wrong button. Nearly at the end of the first half of extra time. If we can just hold on and not concede, that would be ideal. I know it's only the Carabao Cup and I wouldn't really complain if we did get knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but I'd like to win as many games. Oh, Firmino, unlucky, hits the crossbar. And it's half time. Okay, extra time, half time period. Ball to Firmino. Salah, through ball, failure. A break, on the break, we've cut it out, well done. Salah to Firmino, to Maya, to Matip, and to a Villa player. Wijnaldum cutting the ball out in the middle. Firmino, ball just doesn't break to him. Snodgrass, close. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. And we're going to get hit on the counter here. Fortunately, Van Dijk with you. It's all over. We have won the game in extra time. A 1-0 victory over Aston Villa at Villa Park. That could have been so much easier than it ended up being. We have had a transfer offer for Nathaniel Klein. A healthy offer. Atletico Madrid offering 22.5 million, and obviously I could replace him. He is 26, he's not getting any younger, but I think I want to keep Klein in the team this season, at least for this first season, and then we'll see how it goes after that. Anyway guys, that is the end of this episode. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button if you want to see the next episode. You could also ring that bell if you want to be notified when I upload again. Next time we will be playing Arsenal in the first game. Other than that guys, thanks for watching and I will see you next episode.